students, myself Archana Varude from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. In today's video, we are going to learn about how the spherical body falls through the viscous medium, what is meant by terminal velocity, what is the statement of Stokes law, and what is the effect of temperature and adulteration on viscosity of liquid. First we see how the spherical body falls through the viscous medium. For that, consider a large glass tube. In that, consider any viscous medium. It may be low viscous medium or more viscous medium. And that viscosity of liquid depends on its density. Here, for example, that ball bearing is dropped in this liquid column, and here we make some marks on that glass jar, suppose marking A and marking B. And when we drop that ball bearing very carefully in this liquid column, then it is observed that after covering certain distance, that body or that ball bearing falls with a constant velocity, and that velocity is called as terminal velocity. First, that ball bearing comes with a very high speed, but after covering certain distance, it travels with a constant velocity, and that constant velocity is known as terminal velocity. And here it is observed that when that ball bearing or that sphere is dropped in liquid column, then at that time there are three forces acting on the ball bearing. First is it is in downward direction, and that force is equals to the weight of that object or weight of ball bearing, and it is in downward direction. And there are two remaining forces which are acts in upward direction. First is viscous force and second is upthrust force. This viscous force, it is called as force of viscosity, and it is acted on that molecules because when that ball bearing is dropped in liquid column, then when it goes in downward direction due to its weight, at the same timing that liquid molecules opposes that ball bearing in upward direction, and due to that body is lift in the liquid, and that force is called as upthrust force, and here second force is viscous force. And here practically it is observed that after covering certain distance, the body which is freely through liquid column, then that velocity is called as terminal velocity. And therefore here we write the definition as the constant velocity with which a body falls through liquid column is called as terminal velocity. See here, again we consider the same example. Here we consider a glass jar, tall glass jar, and here this ball bearing is dropped in liquid. Then there are three forces acting on that ball bearing. First is here that weight of object, it acts in downward direction, and there are remaining two forces. First is viscous force and second is upthrust force. Then what is the statement of Stokes law? This Stokes law states that the force of viscosity experienced by a small metal sphere falling freely through a viscous medium with terminal velocity is directly proportional to radius of metal sphere. It is directly proportional to terminal velocity and also directly proportional to coefficient of viscosity of liquid. See first here, it states that when small metal sphere falling through a viscous medium, okay, and as we know that when that ball bearing falls through a liquid column, then it falls with a constant velocity called as terminal velocity. Then that viscous force is directly proportional to First is radius of metal sphere. Second is terminal velocity, that means constant velocity. And third is coefficient of viscosity. Therefore, we write the equation F is directly proportional to eta RV, where F means viscous force. This is directly proportionality sign. Eta means coefficient of viscosity. R means radius of metal sphere, and V means terminal velocity. Then in next step we write the equal sign. Therefore, we get F equals to 6 pi eta RV. Here these quantities are same, that is eta RV, but a constant is taken as 6 pi. And now see what is the effect of temperature on viscosity of liquid. See these diagrams. Here these are two different liquids. When we observe this first liquid, then it flows very easily. And when we consider this second, that is honey, then it takes some more time to flow on the surface because its density is larger and it is at normal temperature. But here we have to find what is the effect of temperature on viscosity of liquid. And here, as we know that when we consider honey and water, then it is observed that honey has higher viscosity than water, or you may say that honey is more viscous liquid than water. Then our first point is what is the effect of temperature on viscosity. For that, consider any liquid molecules at normal temperature. Then it is observed that when we consider two similar liquid molecules, there is a force of attraction present between two similar molecules. But as temperature increases, then due to that molecules get separated and the distance between molecules increases. And if the distance between molecules increases, then due to that force of attraction decreases, and therefore the viscosity of liquid is affected by its temperature. Or we may say that viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in temperature. That means as temperature increases, viscosity decreases. If temperature decreases, then viscosity increases. And therefore, viscosity of liquid is inversely proportional to temperature. And the meaning of inversely proportional means they are opposite to each other. If the temperature increases, viscosity decreases, and if the temperature decreases, then viscosity increases. Then second point is what is the effect of adulteration on viscosity. First we see what is meant by adulteration. This liquid adulteration means mixing of some other material in that liquid, and practically it is observed that when adulteration of soluble substance is added to liquid, then its viscosity goes on increasing. And here condition is that when we add a substance, it may be soluble substance, because when it dissolves, then we find what is the effect of that mixing of substance on viscosity. If that substance is not soluble, then we can't find the viscosity of that liquid. And here it is observed that when any soluble substance is added in a liquid, then its viscosity increases. For that we take example that if sugar is dissolved in pure water, then viscosity of that net solution increases, and therefore here we write viscosity of liquid is directly proportional to adulteration. That means as mixing of that substance increases, its viscosity also increases. And if that mixing of substance is in small amount, then there is only small increase in viscosity of liquid. See here, this is the difference between that pure water and sugar syrup. When we take pure water in glass, then it can easily flow because its density is minimum. But when sugar is added, that means adulteration of soluble substance in water, then when we add sugar in pure water, then its viscosity increases and therefore it takes more time to flow on the surface. Now we solve some MCQs. First question is, the constant velocity with which a body falls through liquid column is called as. First option is terminal velocity, second option is critical velocity, third option is constant velocity, and fourth is none of these. And as we have seen the definition of terminal velocity, that the constant velocity with which a body falls through liquid column is called terminal velocity, and therefore here correct option is A, terminal velocity. Question number 2 is, viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in. Option A is pressure, option B is temperature, option C is volume, and option D is all of the above. And as we have seen in earlier slide, that viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in temperature, and therefore correct option is B, temperature. Question number 3 is, Stokes equation is given by. Option A is F equals to 6 pi upon eta RV. Option B is F equals to 6 pi eta RV. Option C is F equals to 6 pi eta RV upon V. And option D is none of these. And as we know this Stokes equation, that F equals to 6 pi eta RV, and therefore correct option is B, F equals to 6 pi eta RV. Then fourth question is, in Stokes equation eta is called as. Option A is coefficient of viscosity, option B is terminal velocity, option C is coefficient of viscosity, and option D is radius. And as we know in Stokes law, that eta is called as a coefficient of viscosity. Therefore correct option is C, coefficient of viscosity.